I'm here at the Strand offices of Pearson to interview some of the winners of the 2018 Business Book Awards. I'm going to be talking to Jeremy Cassell and Tom Bird, winner of the self-development category. Tom and Jerry, congratulations on winning your award, your Business Book Award. Tell me a bit about you and what you do, your background in business.
Sure. Thank you, Lucy. Well, we've been together for some 15 years professionally. We've worked together all around the world, and I guess what separates us in our training and coaching business is that everything we do is backed by our career in business. We were both in business and business leadership before we got into coaching and training.
Yeah, and as well as co-authoring books, this is now our third book, we basically do three things. Keynote speaking, we do coaching on a one-to-one basis and training, and we focus on all areas of influencing. So typically that's presenting, negotiation and selling. And we work with both professional service firms and big corporates.
That's very impressive. And what was it that sparked this particular book, the genesis of this book, and you're writing it?
Well, we had a sense there was a bit of a gap in the market. There are plenty of books around presenting, and there are plenty of books on leadership, but there isn't a book, or there wasn't a book, that focused on how to present as a leader. And we felt that there was an opportunity to build a brand around that, as well as produce a book that was a real how-to of effective presenting if you are a senior person.
Yeah, so we wanted to plug that gap in the market where leaders today need a book full of practical tips that they can just dip in and out of to support them in those high-stakes presentation situations.
So what are the key outcomes that they'll get from reading your book, your core market of leaders? What will they get from reading your book?
Well, one of the things that we feel that business leaders don't really do as well as they could do is be fully present when they present. So they can be very mechanistic. And what we wanted to do is spend some time ensuring that they had the how-tos, as Tom talks about, of how to be authentic. So how to be genuine when you are presenting, which I think is a key skill that all leaders need to learn.
And then in addition to that, once you have that core principle of being able to present and be authentic, then it's about how do you engage an audience, how do you plan and prepare effectively, because these presentations are often high stakes. There's a lot riding on the outcome, and so what you want to do is maximize the chance of success. And so what we wanted with the book was practical tips to help people do just that.
Well, obviously the Business Book Award judges thought that you had achieved exactly that. So what did you think when you first heard about the Business Book Awards? What did you think of the idea?
Well, I think for me it was very exciting because I think there is a gap in the market, and I think the thing about Business Book Awards is that it encourages you to make yourself as good as you can be. When you are up for an award, you're being compared with other authors, and I guess importantly for Jerry and I was the fact that this was independent judges. These were people who would look at the book and make a decision. Was this something that delivered on what it said it was going to deliver on?
So what were your feelings when you heard the book had been shortlisted?
Well, absolutely delighted, Lucy, of course. No, it was great. I mean, we at that stage, we hadn't realised that at least in our category, I think there were something like 37 nominations for our category. So once we understood that, and it wasn't like, 7 and we got down to the last 5, we felt, fantastic. It was great. Just getting on the shortlist, to be honest, was a really big success for us.
Well, especially when you know how many business books are published, and how few of them go on to make commercial success. So awards will also support the success of the book, which is great.
How did you enjoy the actual awards event?
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, to walk into a room as big as that, as full as that, and to see an event that had been put together really professionally. I mean, apart from the good food and the good wine, it gave us a great opportunity to meet other authors, to meet up with people we hadn't seen for some considerable time. So a great event from our point of view.
Yeah, I'm a real extrovert, so I absolutely loved it, Lucy. No question about that. And it was an opportunity to we met some judges, we met other authors, and it was just a fun event. I mean, to be honest, I was pretty much the last one kicked out, so it was great fun. Yeah,
Often the case for Jeremy.
And how was the moment when you actually heard that your book was the winner of the category?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, obviously, jubilation really, because it was a very strong category, very strong shortlist.
Yes.
And to have some independent judges read all of those books and pick out that our one had delivered on what we'd set out to achieve, which was a practical how-to guide for presentations in high-stakes, leadership-based contexts, I mean, it's fantastic from our point of view.
And the reality, Lucy, is that we probably won't win it again. So it was fantastic to enjoy the moment, be in the moment, be present with that, and just say thanks to everyone and have fun. I mean, it was a great moment, wasn't it?
So what has happened with you and the book since the awards?
Well, a number of things actually. I mean, initially you kindly sent us a link to the video suggesting we'd won. I put that on LinkedIn and we got, I think it was something like 10,900 views. Yeah, which was fantastic. We got 115 comments. So that immediate impact that, you know, not only had we done something we were proud of, but actually people were interested in it, was fantastic. We got a similar response on Twitter, so it was great.
And then I got on a plane a couple of weeks ago and picked up the business, the High Life magazine for BA, opened it up, and there's one of the articles that we were commissioned to write directly on the back of the awards being won.
Exactly. So Pearson's very kindly suggested that we needed to take advantage of the opportunity. They decided to invest in a PR campaign. We were able to do a number of interviews. We wrote, I think, 10 articles for a variety of different magazines, online and offline. And so we were really able to take advantage of that and get our name out there and the name of the Business Book Awards.
That's superb. And you're both trainers. You have a training business.
That's right.
So has the award for the book impacted on your training?
Absolutely. I mean, with the book award, what it encouraged us to do was create a masterclass approach, which takes some of the key principles from the book, creates an hour-long lunch and learn type masterclass, and then get that into senior business people.
And we've been able to take it to our existing clients, to prospective clients, and the great thing is they've said yes, they can understand and identify there is a need for this commercially. So we've done a lot of those sessions, we've done a lot of follow-up coaching work, we've worked with senior executive teams, and that's made a big difference to our business.
And I think that the reason that visibility has been much easier for us is because it's now seen as an award-winning book, so it gives us that credibility.
Well, that's brilliant. That's so good to hear. Congratulations again.
Thanks very much, Lucy.
And as you say, there was an incredibly strong field in your category, and you did brilliantly. And the book is great. And thank you for talking to me.
We appreciate that, Lucy. Thank you.
The Business Book Award, celebrating the best in business books.